Alrighty, fellas, it is a Rate My Team Tuesday. We are going to run through some of my viewers' teams, give them a rating. Now, if you want your team highlighted in one of these videos, fellas, please do join us over on the Purple app. We'll get you set up into the Discord. Unfortunately, I cannot leave a link in the Discord because I am not verified over here yet. Hopefully, one day we will be. So, like and subscribe, fellas, so I can get there quicker. You guys can join the Discord, send your team. We'll give you guys a rating and some suggestions. Now, for a baseline right here, this is my team. Okay, I do have all the best cards in the game. We are nobody sweats over here. We have every single card, though. That being said, this, in my opinion, now there is going to be some light fluctuations. People can still get a 10 out of 10 without having this exact team because I do think there's some players that can be, like, slid into the lineup over other guys here. That being said, very slim margin. But when it comes to pitching, now the pitching staff, the bench as well, the bench, you just need to have the right pieces. People bat better with certain cards, but we'll get into that once we get into other people's teams. The pitching staff, the rotation now, this, in my opinion, right now is a 10 out of 10. Some people can argue DeGrom. I don't have Randy at the moment. We'll be adding Randy. I think Randy will get into this rotation. Some people hate John Don. People pitch better with certain people. That being said, I'm not going to knock people a lot for not having the best pitchers, but if your pitching staff is absolute buns, I will let you know. And then the bullpen. Again, there's some cards that are just hard to hit. Devin Williams. A lot of people probably aren't using this card anymore. I love him. That screwball. He has a good cutter. Mixing in with that fastball, that's good enough for me. I love this Devin Williams card as a closer. I actually personally don't really like Mason Miller, but we do have him. That being said, just want to give you guys a baseline of what I think a 10 out of 10 team looks like. I do think my team is basically a 10 out of 10. We have every single card. That being said, though, fellas, let's get into the ratings. First up is going to be Ricky Bobby here, fellas. Now, I do have some leniency with left field. I think Christian Yelich right now is raking. If you haven't seen my other video, he is one of the best bats in the game at the moment. Sweet swing, hits both sides of the ball really well, crushes righties, and right now we do have quite a bit of righty pitchers. That being said, I actually thought he took a screenshot of my team, but then I realized I have Christian Yelich P5, and I didn't have Tulo at the time, P4. So, right now, you're cooking with fire. You're on pace for a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Let's keep scrolling through here. Let's see what you got. Okay, here is the bench. Now, the bench is where we are going to have some leniency as well. I think Ketel Marte, one of the greatest bats in the game. Corey Seager, the best swing in the game probably. Trout's up there with one of the best swings. And George Brett for a third baseman. My biggest gripe with this team, boys, is that you need a catcher on your bench. Okay, if you happen to get a catcher with low speed, you need to get some speed on the bags. You also don't have that speed guy, right? Mike Trout's your speed guy right now, which even if you put the speed amount on him, I think you're talking about like, what, 90 speed or something like that? Not crazy with that guy. I think you need to get some speed out here, okay? Ketel Marte on your bench. He's a great bat. I get it. So if you want to have him as like one of your pinch hitters, personally, I prefer to have a lefty killer, a righty killer, a second catcher, and then a speed guy. Right here, I'm not going to knock you for your bench because, I mean, you have a great team. There's not a lot of guys you're going to be taking out of that lineup anyway. So, that being said, we won't knock you too hard on that. And then your pitching staff. The pitching staff here, I must say, looks great to me, okay? King Felix, I've been using him. Chef's kiss. He's amazing. He's an absolute dot. Got some pretty good heat to him. Cutter's insane. Annabelle is basically, he's King Felix light, okay? They're basically the same person. It's just King Felix has better attributes. Love it. Satchel. This is where you lose me a little bit here. Satchel is not very good. Now, I have not used him on Hall of Fame, I don't think. I used him 2 times. Did not like him. If people know how to hit that screwball, you're cooked. Now, he does have a 100-mile-an-hour fastball with that screwball, so you can change and pace him up a little bit. But the people that I played with him, they were shellacking him. Lost 2 games with him. Don't love this card at all. I'd prefer John Don over him. Noah as well. Then we move over to Michael King. Michael King is not as bad as I think some people do think he is because he's technically a free card that you can earn. I did face a Michael King, and it was tough, right? We only put up 5 runs against him. Luckily, we were able to hit a walk-off against not him because he was out of the game finally. That being said, I'm not mad at Michael King. I do think there are better options right now. Not a bad pitcher. Not going to knock you for that. And then Screwball. I have a tough time hitting Screwball this year. He's got a funky delivery. Last year, Screwball was BP. This year, I cannot hit Screwball. I cannot decipher his fastball, circle change, slider, knuckle curve. He's cooking me up. Doesn't matter what he throws. I can't figure it out. Screwball, I'm good with this. Pitching staff is very, very good. Slight knock for Satchel Paige, though. Let's take a look at the bullpen. The bullpen, The bullpen's also kind of like a personal preference. I gotta say that as well. But with that being said, you have Kenley. That's awesome. Duran, who's throwing heat. I'm not the biggest fan of Duran, but I do have him in my bullpen as well. I do think he's good. Zerpa is one of the better lefties in the game. Chapman as a lefty. Now, that being said, don't love this Weathers either. Lefty here. Ryan Helsley, Tyler Rogers. A lot of people still have Summer Rain pitchers because of cheaters. I personally have not run into a lot of cheaters. I know that's going around right now. I have not run into a lot of cheaters. I've been up around World Series this entire year. I feel like I've faced more cheaters on co-op than I have single player. So I took Tyler Rogers out, right? If I do run into a cheater, so be it. I'm going to get my ass kicked anyway. It is what it is. That being said, we took Tyler Rogers out and we moved some things around. Bullpen's not bad. I don't like Ryan Helsley anymore, right? Especially because you basically have Mason Miller, who's a better version of Ryan Helsley. I'd rather get somebody in there with a crazy pitch. T-Hoff, right? Trevor Hoffman with that nasty circle change. Something like that could boost this team up a little bit. That being said, not a bad team, man. I'm going to knock you a little bit for the rotation, having Satchel in there, and also the bullpen being just a little bit lackluster. Just a little lackluster, right? No Andrew Miller in here, no Blake Trine in, and keeping Ryan Helsley in there. That being said, I'm going to give you a 9.5 out of 10. Next up is Isaiah from Twitch, and I do like the team. Now, obviously, you don't have all the best cards in the world, okay? We'll start off here. Corbin Carroll, I think this is a sufficient left field. I do believe Christian Yelich is better, especially when you get that speed contact mod on Christian Yelich. He's got 96 speed. He's flying around out there. Corbin Carroll, though, great swing. This is awesome. Buxton, I know you hit well with Buxton personally. So that being said, I don't really want to knock you on that, but I do believe Beltran is better. And I do believe PCA, the bat is not as good as Buxton. Not even close, but the defense is better. Buxton does have that 99 speed, so he makes up for some of the yellow reactions he gets, but it's all good. Then you have Ken Singleton, which I think is the best right fielder right now. I think he still plays over Trout. Switch hitter, fantastic bat. That 63 speed does hold him back a little bit, but for me, personally, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, right? He doesn't sell games. He's able to get to the flyouts. He's good there. Kettle Marty at second, amazing, right? The only card that I would put over him is Jackie. And then Frankie Lindo, okay? If you don't have Tulo, depends on what you're going for, okay? It kind of depends what you're going for. If you're looking for a good bat, it's Lindo. Lindo's defense, very lackluster, right? Jesus Madej, great bat, switch hitter, so is Lindo. It's tomato, tomato. What do you want? Do you want defense or do you want the better bat? And Frankie hits tanks. Chris Bryant, now I know you're playing on All-Star. You're not playing on Hall of Fame. Chris Bryant will not be playing on Hall of Fame. This guy rakes. He had a great card last year as well. He does rake on All-Star. He's got a great bat and very solid defense. Not mad at this. I do think there's better options, right? J-Ram, rather have that bat in my lineup over Chris Bryant. Obviously, the new Miguel Cabrera. Even the 95 Miguel Cabrera, which is pretty easily obtainable, fellas. If you can't get him, go watch some of my videos or tap into the live streams and we'll help you get there. Ryan Howard at first base. This guy's an absolute cheat code against righties. Against lefties, good luck. You're not going to do much with it. Not great defense. There's some better options. I'd rather have Eddie Murray. I mean, it's a switch hitter meta, fellas, okay? Hitting inside fastball pitches, anything fast, some heat inside, very hard to hit. And then you have to deal with sliders away, same side pitching, which gives you PCI shrinkage. It's hard to hit same side. I prefer switch hitters as many as I can get. There's some bats right now, again, like even Trout. If you don't have Singleton, I'd like Trout out there. That being said, that's why you're probably playing Singleton. You want the switch hitter. Same thing here. Okay, Will Smith, great swing, great bat, better options. I mean, Victor Martinez, he should be playing there. Veritek, even that Brandon Valenzuela, we just got tops now, 90 overall, would prefer that. I'm not mad at Soto at all. Soto still tears the cover off the ball. Doesn't get a 5-star inside edge anymore. Not bad here. And the bench is okay. The bench is okay. Your speed guy looks like it's probably Trout as well. Like, that's your fastest guy. Maybe Tatis if you put the speed mod on him. They got to be close. That being said, I would like to get some more speed out there. A lot of outfielders, right fielders to be specifically. I mean, Trout does play center, but also secondary right. Didi, great lefty here. I mean, if you're platooning these guys, that's fantastic, right? If you're platooning Chris Bryant, you're facing a righty bat or a righty pitcher, you have a lefty bat to plug in, platoon. I love that. And then you have a backup catcher. Fantastic. Let's keep it pushing here. And here is the pitching staff. Another Satchel. I know a lot of you guys say you love Satchel. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. I am going to knock you for that. Nolan, I cannot hit this guy, right? I know there's people that either shell this guy or this guy is the greatest pitcher to ever exist. For me, I can't hit him. I do think there's better options now. I mean, when I see him, I still like, God, I don't want to face this guy, but it's getting better for me. He's getting a little bit easier to tell. Time to move on from him as well. Ryan Sloan, great pitch mix. Not mad at it. Al Leiter, and then Garrett Crochet is another really, really good pitcher. That being said, I do think we have plenty of better options now. Not the worst pitching staff in the world. Like, if I saw your lineup, if I faced him, I'd be like, oh, I'm not excited. Definitely not excited to see Leiter. Sloan, so-so. McLean, same thing. And then Satchel, I'm like, okay, GG's. I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna smoke you. Bullpen, Mark Davis. Great bullpen right here. WWW. Gagne with that curveball, insane. Duran, fantastic. Getting a little glitchy out here with Hater. I'm one of those people that I don't think Hater's glitched, okay? I've faced Haters. I've hit the two-seam fastball up and away with a right-handed bat numerous times now. It is not glitched. I've used him in events to see if it's glitched. It is not glitched. I've given up home runs as well. Devin Williams, I'm good with that. And then Darren O'Day, you have a submarine pitcher, and I understand why. Not going to knock you for that. Not a bad team, brother. Let me go back over here and take a look at this one more time. I'm gonna hit you with an 8 flat. I'm gonna give you an 8 flat. It's a solid team. There's definite upgrades to be made out here. Again, even if you don't have Beltran on the team, I think Beltran needs to be there because of the bat and the defense. He's better than Buxton. I know you say you hit really well with him. Then maybe just DH Buxton. I don't know what to tell you. Or DH Ken Singleton. I don't know. Buxton just does not play right now, especially if he doesn't have a 5-star edge. 8 flat for you, Isaiah. Next up, we have Aiden, and Aiden has Jo Adell, Sedane. I hate seeing Sedane. Mike Trout in right, McGonigal, Correa, Tommy. Okay, well, this is a good team. I like this team. We'll talk about it. Here we go. Jo Adell. This guy, only use him in co-op. I mean, this guy kills me. We've used him, and he's awful for me. So it's hit or miss with this guy. Having him in left field, a little bit slow, but, I mean, he's got a good arm, I believe. He's got a decent bat. Like, when we play against him, he rakes, and we were able to hit with him when we did use him. Now, Sedane at center field, I get it. Good defense. You got a P4. Definitely, there's a ton of better options, right? I think Buxton, we just talked about Buxton, is better than him. Pete Crow, Beltran. Everybody should have Beltran, to be honest with you. Mike Trout in right field. You don't have Singleton, so I get it. I love Mike Trout's swing. He was just on my top 5 best hitters in the game right now. Love that. Carlos at third. Now, I'm assuming you're not too far along in getting that Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera, the 95 overall, absolutely rakes for me when I used him for a little bit. Definitely can get to that. You're going to want to get to that anyway. Kevin McGonigal at short. I do not love this. I know a lot of guys like this guy's swing and like how he hits. I prefer a little bit of defense and a switch hitter here. That being said, Jesus Mate, that's an easy replacement. Not going to knock you too hard for that. Tommy Edman. I actually, before I got too low, I was rocking Tommy at shortstop. Tommy is actually a very good card. Okay, now, I've hit so many perfects when batting lefty with this guy that were just flyouts to the track, and it sucks. This card right there, that's the only knock on that card. He's got a great swing, a lot of good base knocks for me, great speed, put the defense speed mod on him. Love him at second base. Honestly, I even considered playing him over Jackie Robinson. It's insane. I'm not doing it. I thought about it, though. I will say I did think about it. Eddie Murray at first. Love that. Got the new Valenzuela at catcher. That's awesome. And then the best batting card in the game. Best DH by miles. Anthony Santander. Very nice there. Team's looking pretty decent so far. Let's take a look at the bullpen, it looks like, first. Okay, Weather's free. I'm not mad at it. He's okay. Armstrong, don't love it. Do love it. Ottavino's getting a bit outdated. Still a good pitch mix. Tough to hit. Not the best, though. Ryan Helsley, okay, yeah. Tyler Rogers, Duran, and then Craig Kimbrell. Okay, Kimbrell's not very good at all. Every time I see Kimbrell, I'm excited. I know I'm smashing this guy. All you have to do is sit fastball. Otherwise, a lot of people will just throw that knuckle curve out of the zone anyway. Get that guy out of your bullpen. Bullpen is, I would say, average. That bullpen's going to drag your team rating down a bit. Bench is okay here. Not special. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing special. But again, if you bat well with these guys, it kind of looks like you just plugged in the best extra cards that you had. But I'm not mad at that. We are missing. Here we go. There it is. The rotation. Garrett Cole. Okay, this Parker card here, I've actually used him and faced him. He's not the worst in the world. Okay, not bad. Dennis Eckersley, though, I think that's Michael Soraka. And then Jeffrey Springs. Your starting rotation is severely lacking, brother. You got to go do some TAs. There's better TA pitchers out there. I mean, you have Dennis Eckersley. Much rather have Al Leiter. That's a free card you must grind for. And again, get Noah Schultz. That's a 90 overall card. You can get a tops now. I think he's like, I don't know where he's at, like 16-ish K. I paid 16 for him. That card, in my opinion, very good. Also, once you get up to Randy, get Randy. This is going to hurt you a little bit, man. Let's take a look at the team one more time here. I'm going to hit you, brother, with this is looking like a 7.2 to me. Your starting rotation really hurts you. Kevin McGonigal brings you down a bit. Carlos is okay. Carlos Correa is okay, but we have some better options like J-Ram. I mean, he is a 91 as well. J-Ram's expensive. I get it. We're going to hit you with a 7. I'll give you a 7.2. A 7.2, brother. That is your grade. Alright, and then the final team here, we have Beast Mode. Alright, you're rocking that new Laureano out there. I do not like that, honestly. Out of the free cards there, okay, I'd rather have Gurriel over this guy. A little bit better defense from Ramon here, but that being said, I'd rather have the bat. Pete Crow at center, not mad at it. Trout in right, I'm not mad at that. J-Ram at third, Madej at short. Bobby Dewar at second base. I think there's plenty of better options, but I'm not mad at it. Pretty solid defense, an okay bat. Eddie Murray at first. Pool Noodle Ted, absolutely love that guy. Still a good bat, but it might be time to upgrade. Upgrade to like a Veritek, a Valenzuela, another switch hitting catcher, right? I mean, if you don't have Victor Martinez is the answer. Anthony Santander at DH. Very, very solid team here. I'm probably going to knock you for left field and Bobby right now. I know the second base options are expensive. Get out there. Get that Jackie Robinson collection done. Get Jackie. Get Beltran out there. And your team's looking chef's kiss. Very good. Thank you for sending the batting order. First person to send the batting order. I do prefer those so we can also help with lineups here. Now, Eddie Murray leading off. I don't love that, but usually top of the order should be your best bat. Who do you bat the best with, can get on base with? Or speed. I would prefer Jesus at 1, and then if you really like Eddie at 2, and then at 3 should be your most clutch hitter. And just by looking at this, I think it's going to be Pool Noodle Ted. Actually should be batting 3. I think he's got the highest clutch for your team. And then at number 4 should probably be Mike Trout. Okay, and then move Bobby down. Bobby can be anywhere after that. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 should be. Actually, no, 4 should be Anthony Santander for sure. That's going to be your strongest bat. Mike Trout probably batting 5. And then after that, you can do whatever. J-Ram not being up there either. J-Ram could be leading off for you as well. That's another great bat that gets on base, can steal bases for you. I know he's only got 75 speed once he's P'd up, but he can steal bags really, really well because he has high steal. That batting order is not terrible, though. There are some switches I would make to that. And then the bench, you have a catcher, right field. Okay, all right. I'm okay with that. Not great, but... And then the rotation here. I'm actually kind of like this. Again, Parker, I'm not mad at Parker. Garrett Crochet, also very good. You got Noah. Zach Gallen, though. Low velo on this guy. He doesn't even have great break either. I haven't faced his card, and I've only used him once. Do not love him. Didn't like him. I used him in the mini seasons. This is something I would replace, and there's plenty of pitchers. Once you maybe get to Randy, get Randy in there. And then Al Leiter, great. Pitching staff, though, is pretty solid. Pretty solid. And then the bullpen here. A lot of people rocking this Weathers. Duran, Garrett Clevenger is a great option. Mason Miller, Angel Zerpa, Devin Williams. Abner is okay. Abner's getting on that teetering list, too, where, like, fellas, it's kind of time to move off of him. That 98-mile-an-hour sinker, get up to 100 sometimes with that fastball slider combo. I mean, I just walked this guy off the other day. He was really good. It's getting time to move on, though. Same with Helsley. There's better options out there. But the bullpen's not bad. The bullpen is not bad. This is not a bad team at all. A couple weaknesses. Left field, that's an issue. Second base is okay. I don't love that. Everything else is really, really good. This is not a bad team. Pitching staff is solid as well, brother. We're going to give you a 7.9 out of 10, fellas. That is it for the rating video. If you guys want your team highlighted again, please do subscribe, like this video, follow us on the Purple app as well, and you guys can join the Discord, get locked up with us, and we will take a look at your teams, give you guys a rating. That's all I got for you boys, though. We'll catch you on the Flip Flop. Peace out.